A South Austin woman comes face to face with the man who broke into her home, stealing precious items just a few weeks before Christmas.
But what the man didn't realize is he was caught on camera several times. Fox 7 Austin's Destiny Chance joins us in studio with the details. Destiny.
Hey, Mike and Rebecca, this surveillance video from inside Aaron Medrano and Tim Ganstead's home shows a burglar stuffing stolen items inside a pillowcase and throwing it over his back as he walks away. The video, recorded on December 7th, looks like a scene out of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. But folks who have things taken from them say they feel they've lost so much more.
I automatically felt, you have like the intuition that something might be wrong.
Aaron Medrano says talking about what happened on Friday, December 7th, twists her stomach into knots. Still shaken up from the situation, she asked for Fox 7 Austin to not show her face. She was returning home from work to check on her dogs when she felt something was off.
There was this guy walking down the sidewalk right there, actually, with a hoodie, and he looked at me really wrong. Just thought he looked suspicious. And he wouldn't stop staring at me.
Erin was turning into her neighborhood, and as she slowed down, this man continued to stare. Feeling uneasy, she parked her car in her driveway and saw this. Erin says her front door was completely knocked off its hinges, and the house was a mess. All the lights were turned on, and one of her dogs was locked outside. The other had went to work with her earlier that day. Instead of calling police first, she frantically dialed her husband, Tim Ganstead. Shortly after, her heart dropped again.
The guy was coming back this way and stopped right there and stared me down again. And at that point, I knew it was him, but what could I say?
So instead of saying something, she picked up her phone and captured this photo of him before he came closer, then eventually walked away. She hadn't seen their indoor camera footage yet, but after watching it, she says it confirmed her gut feeling that this was the man responsible for the crime. Erin says the man is Hispanic, 5'8" to 5'10", with a broad build. She says his head is either shaved or bald, and he has a dark goatee. Erin says the Austin Police Department told her that there hasn't been anything like this reported in the area. So she went on Nextdoor to do some research of her own. She connected with a woman named Chelsea Prush, whose home was broken into on October 17th, and her cameras too caught him in the act. She lives less than a mile and a half away from Erin and her husband, and the crimes happened around the same time. They both believe this is the same man, and although some items can't be replaced,
My husband's mom had given him these wedding bands that used to belong to her husband. That's probably the one thing that really bothered us.
The victims just want the person responsible to be arrested. Now, Peter Gonzalez, who uses Nextdoor, sent us this video. You can see that a man is coming up to Gonzalez's family home back in June, signaling them to let him inside. He eventually turned around and left. Peter says he looks exactly like the man who broke into Aaron, Tim, and Chelsea's homes, and they agree. I reached out to the Austin Police Department to ask if they can confirm this is the same man, and they haven't replied. But if you have any information, call APD.